don't have any beers today because got a bit out of hand last time. I ended up having an 8 pack.
Yeah, it's
Not
probably
my
for the
guy.
best. Even though it was Coors Light, an 8 pack will
Fuck, it
do
was
it.
good.
Will get you on the
Fuck, it was
road.
good. Oh man, now I'm thirsty. How are we doing?
There are very consistent themes in this show, aren't there? We talk about Coors Light a lot.
Teslas.
What else do we talk about? Tesla, although we haven't said that for a while. I think the fascination is not with Tesla, it's with Elon more
Yeah,
than anything.
but a Tesla fascinates me. You know, like the Cybertruck getting pulled out of a ditch by an F-150. That cracks me up.
Yeah, you're a Tacoma kind of guy, though, aren't you?
Yeah, and we've talked
The
about that as
beta
well.
truck in the Toyota range.
What kind of car do you have?
I have. It's called the Shoelace Express.
Ah, yeah. I mean, your miles per gallon
I
is
w-
fucking great.
it's it's incomparable, really. You just keep
It's
going and going and
basically
going.
yeah, until your heart gives out.
It's basically as many miles per gallon as I want to get out of it.
Now, speaking about the Shoelace Express and our goals, how are your goals going with your running per week, per month?
Well, that's a good chance to recap, I suppose, because it's February the 1st now, 1 month into 2024.
Yeah,
Where's that time gone?
flown.
Um, I've fallen a bit behind, I would say.
Yeah.
Definitely. I,
Well, you're a crook.
well,
You're a crook.
I've been sick, so that hasn't helped at all.
Yeah.
Sick and traveling. It's not really a great combination, but
But
I
you're gonna have to get these miles back.
yeah, I take full responsibility for my failings. It's only my fault. I'll have to do better in February. Simple as that.
Good, good.
Forgive me.
On the other hand, uh, I think I'm hitting it. I think I'm hitting it quite well. I did a hike. I did one hike last month.
Yeah, where'd you go?
Fucking Grotto Canyon.
Grotto.
Yeah. You done it?
That's a good one. That. Yeah, I
Except,
did it. It's
except, it's only warmed up massively over the last few like days, like 4 or 5 days. It's like 10 degrees outside. There is no snow. It is like warm. It feels like spring. It's crazy.
it's been warm here as well. Like I think a couple of days ago we were at 13 or 14 degrees.
Yeah, it's nuts. So
It's
like we
beautiful.
we're doing Grotto Canyon, and like you're walking up the river, like you're on the river. It's frozen, and you take a step and you either fall through the ice or you don't fall through the ice, and it's just a fucking gamble. It's good fun.
Sounds dangerous.
You get fucking wet though. I didn't slip over once. No one slipped over once. Took the dog and all. It's a good time.
You're just
But
agile, aren't you?
but that's what I wanted to do. One hike a month or 12 hikes in the year. I'm already on par.
How's your training for the half Ironman going?
Buddy, let me fucking man. I had to swim today, and I had to swim the distance of the Ironman, 1.9k, and I didn't want to do this shit. I was like, I was waist deep in the water at the shallow end. I'm like, this is fucked. No drive. It's like, fuck. And I just did a 25 meters, and then I was like, okay, fuck it. 25 meters, fuck it. Next thing you know, 50 some minutes later, 1.9k.
Well done.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not trivial, is it? You just got to get it done. The motivation isn't the real good part, is it? It's not. Motivation isn't the most important part. Discipline is the most important part.
Well, it
The
was Mike
the
Tyson that said, like,
doing it even when you're not doing it even when you're not motivated to do it, doing it because you know
Yeah,
you have to.
yeah. Like Mike Tyson said it, right? I forget exactly what it is, but he's like, discipline is doing something you love when you don't want to do it at all, something like that. Or when I can't remember, fuck. But
We should get that on a T-shirt. Discipline is I can't remember what it is. Doing
fuck,
something you love when you don't want to do it.
I
Corey
had it in my
Brogan,
head. I had it in
2024.
my head. Go down on me, Reese.
Hey,
Yeah,
how about going a bit more pro, Corey, and researching your quotes before you come on the air for the sports fans?
I don't know. It just pops into my head.
I know your brain moves at 1,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, I wish my legs did too. Um, might I might have some of the ADD. I don't know, but yeah, didn't
Do you
want
have
to do it. Did
ADD?
it? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so.
What's
Maybe.
better? What's better to have, ADD or ADHD?
I don't really know the fucking difference between the two, man. To be honest, attention deficit hearing disorder is it, and then attention deficit disorder.
No,
So
attention
one is
deficit
like,
disorder, which is ADD,
yeah.
and ADHD is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder.
Oh, I thought it was hearing disorder.
No, and ADHD is basically what, 30, 40 years ago would have just been called being a naughty boy.
Or just having a shitload of energy.
Yeah, but it's. I mean, it sounds to me. I'm not a medical doctor, but I think the distinction is that ADD and ADHD are just high and low energy versions of the same thing.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Or
I don't
maybe
know.
they are. Maybe they are the same thing.
Seems that way.
It's like ALS and Lou Gehrig's disease is the same thing.
Yeah,
Did you know that?
yeah.
I thought I had that. It's not
What
really
made you think
funny,
you
is
had
it?
it? No, it's not funny. But what made you think you had it?
I I went through a phase of just dropping things, like not heavy things, just things that I was carrying about and just dropping things on the floor. It maybe happened like 3 or 4 times in a couple of months, and and I didn't know why. And I think I read somewhere that was an early symptom of ALS,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
was shitting myself thinking about that because
Man, I tell you something.
it's a pretty steep decline, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that shit's fucking rapid, right?
Yeah, and I'm gonna say it doesn't look like a good way to go.
No, mate. No. Uh,
But thankfully,
I had
it's
a
been a
but.
couple of years since I thought that this was happening, and seems that I've recovered my grip, so I'm not too worried anymore.
I got a buddy uh, from England when he was in Australia. I hope he watches this because there was one day he was feeling fine, doing his job, doing his things, and then the next day he woke up and half his face kind of like shut down.
What do you mean shut down?
Like he woke up and he was talking, but like this side wasn't really moving, right? Like it was almost like he had a stroke, and like he couldn't move his
Shit.
eyebrow up and down. Like he had to push it with his finger and stuff, and like move his lip and stuff, and it would just fall back to place. And he called his mom, and they're like, "What the fuck's wrong with me?" And then like a few days, or maybe even like a week or something later, like it all came back to normal. It was crazy. Like he was showing me a video of it, and was just like talking into the camera, and half his face just looked like it just shut down. But then it came back to normal.
To be fair though, you speak to the camera every week with half your brain shut down.
Man, I thought we were friends.
Yeah, but this is a big part of being British, isn't it? Is that your relationship with your friends is just constant abuse and bantering.
Constant, yeah, constant banter. Yeah, if you're not bantering with each other, are you really friends?
Yeah, like I needed as a fancy dress. We needed to find a really terrible shirt, like a really really ugly shirt to wear for a fancy dress. So what's the first thing I did? I called up my mate and said, "Can I borrow one of your shirts?" Because that's how British male banter works. Is it's timeless. It's classic. We just take the
Yeah,
piss
that's
out of each other all the time.
yeah, that's sneaky.
Like
Was
that's
he going to the same fancy dress party?
no, no. But you
So
just I sent him a voice note just saying can we borrow just saying I need a really shit shirt. Can we borrow one of yours?
uh, that's savage. Yeah,
I think I I'd forgotten about how good British humor is. I truly think it's the best in the world.
I would
Like
agree with that. I would agree with that.
working class British humor. I think is unmatched.
It's also very similar to like Australian kind of humor as well, just like knocking each other and stuff. But like the English dialed it in, man. It was like, fuck, who's that actor that plays in Black? Is it Black Books? He owns a
I haven't seen
library.
it.
Oh, it's from like maybe like the '90s, could be early 2000s, and yeah, he owns like a library shop, and he's just so bitter and dark, and it's just like dark humor and just ragging on people that comes in his library. Um, but yeah, no, like it's good humor.
Yeah, it's. I
In
mean,
between, like in betweeners, great.
most British humor is self-depreciating, right? It's making fun of yourself and your friends.
Yeah,
It's focused inwards. A good example of that is The Office.
yeah,
There's
perfect
a
example.
huge difference between the humor of The Office, the original, the British version, and the American version. They're wildly different shows
Yeah,
because they are made for the audience in that country.
but that's why, like,
The
I think with the exception of that rule, the American Office is kind of good, but the American in betweeners, dude, that
Yeah,
fucking
but the
sucks.
American in betweeners, they didn't really change it. They just
Yeah,
changed the characters, but it's essentially the same kind of jokes, and it doesn't really work for America.
yeah,
They're
unfortunately, it
not
is.
built like that. They're
Yeah,
not built like that. Um, the British Office is way darker. Like it's a lot less happy go lucky, and it's a bit more real, a bit more. It cuts it a little bit closer to the bone.
yeah, yeah.
You
Okay.
watch the British Office, and most of the time you're not even really laughing that much. You're just tense. You're just you're nervous for them, and
Yeah,
that's where the British humor leads you versus the American humor.
yeah. No, I'm
Americans just don't have banter like British people, though.
no.
Forgive my
I'm just
cough.
trying to. I'm trying to think of like a good American or even North American, including Canada, but kind of comedy other than Trailer Park Boys. But
Trailer Park Boys just it transcends geographic location
yeah,
because it's just
yeah, that's
full
the
of
shit.
wisdom and life lessons.
Yeah.
The
I
best.
actually used a few of the classic Rickyisms this week as well. So I mean, it's always
Which
once a
one do you
week.
use?
I did the combo.
Oh, the water under the fridge and what?
Worst case Ontario, it's water under the fridge. It's
Yeah,
not
that's a
rocket
good one. That
appliances.
it's not.
Boop, boop, boop. Hit him with the 1, 2, 3.
You know what doesn't transcend is country music.
Okay, go ahead.
So, so country music, right? I have. I'm in England now, and people don't listen to country music here at all. So I thoroughly enjoy listening to country music in this country and playing it out loud for people as well,
Yeah.
because it really freaks them out. They're just not ready for it. They're just not used to it.
Would they
In
instantly
America,
assume that you were like American?
no,
Had you
no,
not
no.
speak, if you're on a train and you're not
These
speaking and you had a boombox and you just played fucking Chris Stapleton, are they just gonna
let
be
me
like, "Oh,
say,
that's an American"?
I'm not playing it out loud on the train. I'm doing it at work, right? But they're just not used to it. They're not ready for it. They're not prepared mentally for it. In America, even if you don't like or listen to country music, there are situations where you come across it and it's playing somewhere,
Yeah,
or you get in someone else's car and they've been listening to it and it's on.
yeah.
In this country, there's zero exposure to it. So you really freak people out when you listen to country music in England because they're just not prepared at all. They can't handle what they're hearing. They've got no frame of reference for it.
So
You sing along to something like Chicken Fried. They just can't wrap their heads around that world.
yeah,
You
I
know?
mean, because I don't know, like country music, like it must have originated here in the states, like in the southern states and Alberta, where it's
Yeah, I
just
assume it did.
country and just like prairies. Like, yeah, yes, you have farming land, but it's what do farmers in England listen to then?
That's a good question. I don't know what farmers what music they listen to. I would assume it's broadly similar to what most normal people. The thing you have to remember with this country is that farmers, I don't think, are as isolated because the
Hmm.
land's not as big. The farmers just
Yeah,
live in the town the same as everyone else.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Maybe not. They live in small towns, whereas in America, the farms are so big and the land is so big that these farmers live in a farmhouse miles and miles away from anywhere.
yeah, for sure.
So I think farmers in this country are way better integrated into normal society.
Yeah,
Could be wrong.
yeah. But they must play something in their tractors.
Yeah, maybe, maybe, but I don't know what. Any farmers listen to this? Let us know what you're listening to in the tractor. They'd be kind of curious to know. I'm not talking about American farmers, British farmers. What are you listening to in your tractor?
Because yeah, like in Australia as well. Like there's a lot of country music in Australia. There's a lot of country music
Is
festivals in Australia.
is there
But
is
once
there
it,
Australian country music?
yeah, fucking
Well, it's
Keith
not just
Urban.
they listen. They don't just listen to American country music. It's
Well, I'd say a
Australian.
bit of both, but there is Australian country music. They have it's fucking what's the town? Tamworth. You know how they have like the big prawn and the big coin and the big fucking lobster or whatever the fuck. I'm pretty sure they have the big guitar there, and it's in
What the hell are
Tamworth.
you talking about?
Like Tamworth is a big country, like Australian country music town. Like
Tell me more.
like almost dead certain. I haven't been to Tamworth, but that's what I hear. So there's Australian country music, and once again, your theory is correct. Australia's huge. So there's farmland where farmers haven't even seen all four corners of their farms. So yeah, that'd probably get around some good country music.
Do you listen to country music?
Look, I wouldn't say I go out of my way to listen to country music. Look at the face on it. Look at the face on it. But recently, uh, Jelly Roll has been doing it for me. Jelly Roll's he's got he's got some heart, but it's not like full country. There's a bit of rock, there's a bit of hip hop, like there's a bit of country, like there's a bit of everything. There's slow, there's fast, there's man, what a track,
This your man Jelly Roll.
dude! What a track.
This one hits, doesn't it? It pumps pretty
Yeah,
hard.
but dude, man, well, whether you believe in God or like religion or anything, you listen to that song, and no matter what, it rings a bell.
Yeah,
Like
I
I
think
need a favor. Like I only talk to God when I need a favor. It's like you don't talk to God when you're healthy. You don't talk to God when you hit your PB. You don't talk to God when you're doing well at work. But the moment that you break your leg, you get fired, you're like, "Oh shit. Who can I talk to? My wife, my dog, my family, but who's going to listen to me? I need a favor
yeah,
here." You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
when your back's against the wall, you're like, "Oh, okay. I need to talk."
yeah. The meaning of the song transcends the words
Yeah.
in the song itself, right? And
Yeah, and
no
that
matter what
song,
your
yeah, and that song feels a bit country-ish, like it feels a bit slower and has that meaning, but he has that meaning in his sound and his voice. And I feel like he's doing good for like his music and like maybe the music industry, and he's getting a lot of his voice out there and stuff. Like I don't mind that guy.
I'll tell you what I really like. And I decided, okay, I really like Florida Georgia Line.
Florida Georgia Line.
Are you
What's
familiar with
that?
them?
No. Is it a band?
They're a country music duo.
A duo.
Um, and I think they've got some really catchy tunes. And I came to the conclusion that if liking Florida Georgia Line is wrong, then I don't want to be right.
Florida Georgia Line. Oh, this looks very country. Oh, but the other guy has like a Brixton hat. So is there a bit of hip hop, modern kind of vibes to it?
No, no, no. The I would say yeah, maybe they've got a little bit more of a moderny flair to them, and they've done a couple of crossovers with some non-country artists, which has kind of
Okay.
put them. They've crossed over into a bit more
Okay.
popular music, but as far as I can tell, they're still a proper country band.
Yeah, yeah. Like I'm looking at the photo,
I
and
think
one dude looks like he looks very country, and then the other guy looks a little bit like city, but maybe like Calgary City. You know what I mean?
yeah, or maybe Atlanta.
Ooh, yeah, yeah. No, I'll give him. I'll check him out. But yeah, no, but like Jelly Roll for me, like because Mel's like, oh, like you're listening to country now. Like you always said, fuck country. I'm like, kind of still feel the way fuck country, but Jelly Roll, I don't know.
You know what is an anthem? Is Tennessee Whiskey, sung by Chris Stapleton.
Oh yeah, I was showing that a couple of months ago, but I didn't really. I need to play it a few times. Yeah, yeah.
It just hits, doesn't it? And it's sung with such passion. Have you seen the video of Chris Stapleton singing the national anthem at the Super Bowl?
No,
You gotta see it. You gotta see it.
dude,
Even
I
if you're
told you I'm
not
not that much fucking
American.
country.
No, I know, but you must watch the Super Bowl,
Yeah, I'm watching it next weekend, bitch.
right? I think it was from last year's Super Bowl. Go and watch the video
No,
of Chris.
oh no, last year. Are you talking about the halftime show or the opening? Oh, you said the
No,
anthem. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, you
the
said the anthem.
anthem, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So Chris Stapleton sings the anthem at the Super Bowl, and even if you're not American, you watch that and you think, "Fuck, I'm proud to be American." he just
Just feel it.
he just hits another level. He just gets deep inside you, and you can't shake it off. It's incredible.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to check these things out.
Go to bed. Go to bed. Go on. Dog's not behaving himself.
Don't call her a dog. She's just a hooker. Don't tell her to go to bed, man.
Listen, he's pouting, looking at me now.
Don't be like that, man. Hookers are humans too, okay?
Shut up. Started pointing like this now. Do you recognise that?
Yeah.
It's Paulie from The Sopranos. Points like
Yeah.
that. So every time I point at something now, I do it like that. And it's really funny because some people recognize it and some people just think I'm pointing in a weird way. But the people who do recognize it, they're like, that's Paulie. You're doing a Paulie, Sopranos.
I forget the episode. Fucking when Paulie gets the intervention on him. You remember that? And he
When
gets
he gets what,
surrounded,
sorry?
but he has an intervention, and he walks into the room, and they're all sitting in the chairs, and he's like, "What the fuck is this shit?" I did coke
Come
with
on, a
you.
bit of gabagoo.
I did coke with you. So good.
The Sopranos. It's a killer show, isn't it? Not as good as Trailer
Yeah,
Park Boys, but it's really good.
yeah. It's definitely making a come. I think I just saw it recently, like all the seasons on Crave or some shit. I might jump back into it. Might not. Who knows? I'm watching. Tell you what I am watching right now though, which is quite interesting. I don't know if you're much of a. You are a bit of a sports fan, actually. Um, I started watching the Six Nations Netflix special for rugby. It's quite interesting.
Six Nations. The Six Nations starts this weekend.
Does it really?
Yeah. Uh, I think the first game is France against Ireland, and that really could decide who wins the tournament. I think
Yeah.
the two strongest teams by far right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
As far as I can tell, they're looking pretty good. Wales are looking shit. England are looking shit. Scotland are looking shit, and Italy should be nowhere near that tournament because they are shit.
Yeah. I want Scotland. I do want Scotland to do some damage, but I don't think they can. I don't think
Scotland more likely to do damage to themselves.
against Ireland and France.
Listen, every single year I hear the same shit coming on the TV saying, "Oh, this year could be Scotland's year. There could be dark horses for this year's tournament," and they never do anything.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Said shit a lot there, didn't I?
You did. You did. It's kind of offensive, but anyway,
Why? Because you're Scottish.
half.
Hey, how cool is it that this week we hit 50,000 views on YouTube?
Man, I was thinking about that, and it's like 49.9 more than I actually imagined. Like it's crazy, dude.
Right? 50,000.
It's crazy. Thank you all.
Right? We've done, I think this is what, episode 12?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good return, isn't it? I think I heard a statistic that it's something like 90% of all the podcasts ever created have got less than 10 episodes.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I heard. So we're beating the average, and I think it's been a lot of fun to do this, but also it's kind of cool that we've been able to get some views as well. All we do basically
Yeah.
is come on here every week and talk shit for an hour, and people have been watching it. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
Let me see.
I'm stoked.
Let me see where we're at. Yeah, we've actually got 54,000 views now and 68
Hey,
subscribers. 955 likes we've had.
whoa.
Hang on, I gotta shut this dog up. Come on, over there then. Fuck off. Get out of the way, you silly cunt. I keep threatening to walk him down to Battersea.
What's that? What's Battersea?
So famous in London, Battersea Cats and Dogs Home, where they rehouse stray dogs and cats. So whenever he doesn't behave, like Kevin, you want to go for a walk down Battersea or what?
Yeah, I have a different tactic with my dog, where if he's a little cunt, I just say, "You want to sleep outside with the cougars?" He pulls
But
his
your
head
dog's
in.
a golden retriever, right? They're
Yeah.
generally quite low IQ, aren't they?
Mm,
They're
I
they're
call them the butterfly of the dog world. They're just very adventurous, very
they're
curious.
extremely kind and loyal,
Yeah.
but not the most.
Why? How smart do you want a
I
dog?
don't know.
I don't need anything that can outsmart me, and that's not fucking hard. I need something fucking
Let
that
me
I can
tell you,
have
right?
fun.
If you're getting outsmarted by a dog, then you're retarded because dogs are thick as fuck.
Hmm. I
Every
mean, not
dog
all
I've ever
dogs.
met has been stupid.
Why don't you take a walk down Scotland Yard and have a look at those fucking German shepherds? Bet
I
you
don't
those
think
dogs
they're
aren't
very
fucking dumb.
smart dogs.
What the fuck is wrong with you? They choose those dogs because they are smart.
Smart compared to what?
Compared to other dogs. That's why they don't choose golden
Compared,
retrievers. That's why they don't
yeah,
choose
but
corgis.
but
They're athletic and
I think
smart. You got to choose
bragging
two things.
bra- bragging about being the smartest dog. Bragging about being the smartest dog is like bragging about being the world's tallest dwarf. Doesn't
It
really
has to be
count for
athletic too.
anything.
You could call a beagle smart because of its nose and how it registers things, but it's not athletic. A German Shepherd's got some smarts, and it's fucking athletic.
This guy's a beagle. This guy's a beagle, and he's got a hell of a nose on him.
Fucking right. He smells your farts all day.
Hey, I don't. I
You don't smell your farts.
No, I can't smell farts.
Oh yeah.
Have I never told you this? I since getting no serious since getting the China virus in 2021, I have not been able to smell farts ever. I've smelled two farts in the last 3 years.
You're so full of shit. Your eyes are brown, mate.
No, like I'm deadly serious. I lost my sense of taste and smell completely with the Wuhan flu, and it all came back except bananas taste differently than they did before. They still taste nice, but they taste different to what they did before.
Buddy, you're
And I can't smell
fucked.
and I can't smell farts.
I mean, that's a plus, but
Well, no, it's not a plus because it means that I I can't smell gas. You know, like
methane.
that smell that you get in methane gas and something like natural gas. I can't smell that. So if there was a gas leak, I'm knackered. But I can't smell farts either, which is a double-edged
Yeah.
sword because I don't have to smell the farts, which is nice. But two, the flip side is that I could be breathing in that shit all day and not realizing it.
That's why you get sick so much. Everyone just ripping farts next to you and just bathing in it. You're gonna need like a canary in a cage that can smell farts, and it starts going off in the cage. You're like, oh shit, I gotta get out of here. Someone fucking dropped a bomb. You remember? You remember that time, like during the first lockdown, we're having a bit of a party, and you kept on dropping fucking farts, and we gang bashed the shit out of you in the hallway.
Yeah, it didn't stop me though, did it?
No, Robbie comes out and stomps you, trying to order pizzas.
See, I remember I smelled those farts and they were pretty bad. But I
Because they were
honestly,
that dude. They were nuclear, fucking putrid,
I
rotten
think
eggs
we've had
times a
enough.
million.
I think we've had enough fart talk on this episode.
It's the first time we're doing it, right? So that doesn't happen much.
I
One in
don't
12. Okay,
know.
fuck it.
I don't know if the sports fans have tuned in to listen to us talk about farts.
Yeah, but
this
you don't
much.
start with farts. You don't start with farts. 36 minutes in, you hit them with the farts. And if you stick around
Okay,
after the
good
farts,
time
you're a
to.
real
It's a
one.
good time to bring up farts.
So you're a
Mm.
real one. See, Reese is at the end of his milk. We're talking about farts, right? That might be
Still
the
got a
end of
cough.
farts.
Hey, speaking of coughing and fart and lung issues, what do you think about vaping?
Oh, that's fucking disgusting. That's like the worst. That's fucked.
Well, I agree. And actually, the government in this country is proposing to ban vaping,
Right.
and generally, I'm not for banning things. I prefer to let people just kind of do what they want to do. But I feel like I think I'm all for this. I think that vaping is stupid. I think it's probably you're probably better off smoking cigarettes than you are vaping. Like we don't know what's going to come of vaping. I think it might be really bad. I think it might be this generation's thalidomide.
Um, I mean, I think there are a few studies out now with like the whole like popcorn lung and stuff. The drop in testosterone in males. Fuck, there's another one. Infertility. But there's a whole bunch of shit locked into it.
Don't get me wrong. I think smoking is bad. I don't think clearly smoking over a long time frame is really bad for you. But there's just not enough data to
Are you
know the
talking about
long
those
term health
vapes?
effects of vape.
Are you talking about those vapes that are like these fucking like round things, and it's like a chamber, and it's got this like they get these big like. I think they have competitions for this shit, right? Where they just like puff out these massive fucking clouds and make shapes like the Matrix and shit. Are you talking about those ones, or are you talking about like a smaller like vape pen?
Like
I suppose they're the same.
like
But
vape pens, like
yeah,
e-cigarettes.
yeah, e-cigarettes, yeah, yeah. That you buy
You
cartridges
know,
at
you
like
know
your
the
news
ones.
agency and shit. Yeah, I think of it.
Yeah, yeah, they're everywhere now.
Because you can get weed ones with like
Um,
the honey oil, and I think that's a little bit. I mean, I mean, what's better? But
yeah, I
I
don't
think that's
know.
a
I
little
don't
bit
know
better if
anything
you're gonna
about
have
the
like the
weed
weed
ones,
oil.
but I think I'm talking about these are just nicotine and cheaply produced chemicals from China.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I don't think that's a winning combination.
No, no. Um,
So I think
no,
that's
it's
even though I don't really generally approve of just banning things, I think that's a rare British government win in this day and age.
Do you think they'll pull it off?
No, because they'll be booted out in a year's time anyway.
Right.
who, who knows? Who knows? I can't predict what's going to happen in the next 12 months, can you?
Fuck no. But yeah.
The only thing I
Cool.
can predict in the next 12 months is that we're going to keep making episodes for the sports fans.
I can't. I don't know where we're going to be at in 12 months. All I know is that we're going to be a little bit more pro, and I look forward to every day.
What do you look forward to the most?
Every day.
Mm-hmm.
I think waking up with loved ones, with a roof over my head, the ability to work out, the ability to eat clean food, the ability to talk.
That's all really noble. That's all really noble, but I think the thing I look forward to most is my morning coffee.
Yeah, I don't. I do coffee in the afternoon only.
I go to bed at night thinking about how good my coffee's going to be in the morning.
I think that's addiction.
Is it addiction though when you really, really like it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have to have a
Like,
coffee every day.
well, I don't think I have to have one either.
You just said you
I
think
just
about it
really
the day
like
before.
it. Yeah, no, but I really like it. It's like when I got uh, when I got the kung flu and I lost my sense of taste. I stopped drinking coffee because I couldn't taste it. I
Yeah.
didn't feel like I needed the coffee when I couldn't taste it. So for me, it's a taste thing. I just really love the taste. So I probably drink about 4 or 5 cups of coffee a day, and I get quite sad in the afternoon. There's always a cut-off point in the day where I think, oh, it's probably the last coffee I can have now because otherwise I won't sleep tonight. And for hours then afterwards, I think, shit, I wish I could have another coffee.
Pretty sure that's
Gotta look,
addiction,
wait
bro.
till.
Just replace coffee with drugs, or replace coffee with gambling, or replace coffee with alcohol. You kind of get those symptoms. I think you're
Why you
addicted,
want to
bro.
put a? Why do you want to put a label on it like that?
I just called it an addiction, and then you explain that you get upset when you can't have any more, and you think
Why
about
not?
the next day. No, that's not addiction.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that it's not addiction. I'm not. I'm just debating whether that's a bad thing or not. I don't think it's a bad thing, even if it is. I love
Uh,
it, and I feel like it's good.
I mean, you got to do what's right for you, right? Like I can wake up. I just have, but when I wake up, I just have the element salt in the morning with water that gets me through the morning workout. Come home, eat. That's when I'll have my coffee around 1 or 2. That'll get me through work, and that's it, right? I'm not I'm not big on
When
coffee. I like the
when
taste. I like flat whites. I like lattes. I like things like that. It doesn't have to give me the black coffee boost, the shakes, the jitters. I don't need that shit. I just need the taste of it. But I don't get
I
mad if I don't get one.
I get quite upset when I'm with people and they don't need a coffee because I'm like, what do you mean? Because for me, there's not no, there aren't many things that are more fun than just going to get a coffee.
Yeah.
You know, when you work with people and you get to work, and obviously the first thing is, all right, let's make some coffees. It's well accepted that first 5 to 10 minutes after you arrive, it's good
Yeah.
coffee making chit chat time.
Yeah.
But when you work with people who don't drink coffee, and they're like, all right, then let's get on with it. What do you mean it's coffee time?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a bit like that. But I get it. I get it. I'm not going to
I
be
think
a
coffee's
Scrooge
great.
and be like, right, work.
I think coffee's great.
Yeah, but if you're going to work at 4 o'clock, are you having a coffee at 4?
Yeah, because if you
Man.
because no, hear me out. I If I'm going to work at 4, I'm there till midnight,
Right.
which means I'm not going to bed till 2 or 3 o'clock, maybe anyway. So it's not having a coffee at 4 p.m. when you go to bed at 3 a.m. is no different to having a coffee at noon when you go to bed at 11.
Yeah, but doesn't it fuck with your like circadian rhythm? And coffee has like this like half life where it just stays in your system that little bit longer. Kind of just keeps the brain going.
Maybe, maybe not. But I'm still going to drink it, and I ain't drinking fucking decaf either.
No, don't do that. You're either in or you're out.
I'm a little bit, and here's the thing: I'm not fussy when it comes to coffee either. I'm not
Sure,
a
yeah.
coffee snob at all, like at all. Someone's like, "Oh, I've got instant coffee." I'm like, "Great, I'll have it."
I, yeah, I do like the flat white, the espresso, the good. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it good. If someone says, "Oh, I got instant coffee," and it's 2 o'clock, I'll say, "Nah, fuck it."
If someone's like, "Oh, I've got instant coffee," I'll be like, "Yeah, I'll have two right now."
Yeah, you
Love
definitely
it,
have addiction, and it's fine. It's coffee. It's not
dude.
meth.
Yeah, it's up to you. If you want to put a label on it, then that's your choice. I'm not here. I'm not here to judge. I'm not going to judge myself. I love coffee. All right, I love coffee.
Good, good.
I don't know how
You know
we
what
got
else?
onto
I'm
coffee.
not sure either, but that was a pretty good backwards and forwards there.
It was
Um,
heartfelt. That was.
after last week's episode, um, we got onto the subject of Sean Baker, and
Legend,
like
alpha male.
like I knew I knew of this guy, but I didn't deep dive him. This guy's a fucking madman.
Yeah, he's an actual legend, isn't he? He currently holds, I think, world records in his age group for rowing machine like sprints. I
Did
don't
you
know the exact
see?
distances.
Did you see his strict press the other day?
A shoulder press, like
Yeah,
two
strict press, just
plates.
from no, without dropping down like clean and jerk, but just like press.
Yeah,
Do you see that?
yeah. He's a freak of nature.
Did you read it?
No,
So at the age of 36, he did that with 230 pounds. The other day at 57, he did 225, 5 pounds less.
yeah, he's
The
a
only the
animal.
only difference is that he's fueled on steak only. It's fucking madness. 57 and he's lifting 5 pounds less than he was like almost 20 years ago.
Yeah, I mean he's in great shape.
He's a fucking modern day superhero, isn't he? The fucking
I'd
physique
love
on
to.
him.
I'd love to talk to him. He's incredible.
He's got a good angle for his content as well. I like how he's just eating steak and then it has the other image on the other side. Whether it's good or bad,
Yeah,
it's just like he looks over every now and then he's like, oh, and he just
he
keeps eating his steak.
famously films himself eating steak with a video of a vegan talking about vegan things at the same time,
Yeah, but
and he's
it's
just quite
like
happily eating
yeah,
his steak.
but sometimes it's not just vegan. Like it could be another person that like I was vegan, but now I eat steak, and then he's just kind of like eating his steak, and it's like
And he's
is
like,
this back? He's like yeah, fucking right. He's like, fucking eating away in this
and
fucking huge ribeye.
and he's just casually eating a 4 pound steak
Yeah,
like it ain't no thing.
yeah,
Guy's an animal.
dude, he's fucking yeah, next level. That man, that
57.
fucking man. Yeah, 57, 57,
I
225 pound press. Bang.
Well, a caveat to that though is that he does weigh like 270 pounds.
Okay.
He is a huge guy.
He's a massive guy. Okay. But you try and shoulder, like you find out your max on shoulder press. Dude, on
Yeah,
strict
I
shoulder press,
couldn't
no dip or nothing, just push. Dude, it's hard, man. It's real
I
hard.
couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, but he's bigger than I am and stronger
No,
than I am.
but you get your weight, and then you find out how much you should lift. See if you can do it. It's fucking
Yeah,
tough.
I don't know. He's definitely not
Tough.
victim weight.
Neither am I.
You are a legend, though, aren't you?
That's nice. You're showing me gratitude. That's nice.
Someone's got to, haven't they?
It's like you give me like the compliment sandwich at the start. You kind of like hit me with some love, then you just like crush me, and then you like build me back up at the end. It's like that's why we do these.
Why, have I already said a nice thing to you?
Yeah, but then you said something at the start or something. You gave me a dig about banter, and we started talking about that.
I can't
Oh yeah, you
remember.
said I had
It
half a
must.
brain. See,
Hey, you know
you
what?
gave me the
You know
compliment
what?
sandwich.
Believe me, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. All right.
Imagine if I had
But
fucking
it's
used my full brain.
but it's more than a lot of people have. I think a lot of people out there are
Appreciate
full on retarded. Mostly tap water drinkers.
I knew you were going to go there.
We talked earlier about what are our consistent themes, and tap water is number one. I think.
Yeah, a tap water like little logo is going on our merch. No
What do you think
tap
about
water.
tap water?
You already know what I think about it. I go down to the
Shit,
spring and
innit?
get fresh water out of the ground.
Tap water shit. Don't drink it. Gotta say it once every week.
All right, sailor.
Are we done?
I think this is our longest one yet.
No, we're about on average. That's all right.
Yeah.
But it's nice to call it a day.
Sweet, dude.
Corey, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, it's a good one. Some nice flow.
Goodbye, sports fans.
Catch you later.